Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are having a good Sunday night. It's November 8th. And yeah, so right now we have Tropical Storm Eta making landfall in the Keys. As you guys can see, we have our eye almost right over it is on the Keys right now. So that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. And we're going to be talking about severe weather because we finally have a chance for maybe some severe weather. So we're going to be talking about that today. But yes, please consider subscribing and please leave a like. I would really appreciate it. Let's get started with the video. So right now, this is Tropical Storm Eta on radar. Our eye is right over over the Keys. Our eye wall is to the south of Miami, and we actually have some strong outer bands in this area, which some of them could produce a tornado potentially. This band is probably the one that has the best chance of doing that. So yeah, that is what Eta looks like right now. It is moving northwest, and it actually looks like it's strengthened a little bit. Right now, it's a 65 mile per hour storm with pressure of 993 millibars. We click on it, we can go to the cone. This is the cone. As you guys can see, we have a very large tropical storm force wind field, and it is going towards, it's forecasted to become a hurricane again in the eastern Gulf. We can do a tropical storm and then make landfall right to the north of Tampa. So yeah, that's what we could be looking at with this. And the cone, we still have a lot of uncertainty. It's supposed to move southwest down here and then take a sharp north turn and move up north and make landfall in Florida again. And pretty much hit the area of Florida that did not get hit by the first landfall in the Keys. So yeah, that's what we're going to be looking at again, potentially. We get the forecast track line on. That's the forecast track line by the National Hurricane Center. So yeah, we've been watching Eta for a very long time right now. Let's look at wind history. So with wind history, we can see we had it down here. We had hurricane force winds in Central America when it made landfall as a Category 4, I'm pretty sure. It was actually almost a Category 5. And then it re-strengthened. The wind field has really blown up in the past few updates. Not in the past few updates, but in the past few days. When the wind field has really gotten bigger. So yeah. It has not been re-strengthened to a hurricane, though, yet. On the National Hurricane Center wind speed probabilities, we can see we have 100% chance of tropical storm force wind speed probabilities for areas like Miami, which Miami's already gotten tropical storm force winds. And then Orlando, you're in that yellow color. So that's Tampa, sorry. But Orlando's in around 30 to 40, and Tampa's in probably around 40 to 50 or 50 to 60. So yeah, it's going to be kind of an interesting system to watch. Look at the GFS model here. The GFS is going over Key West and going down towards Cuba. And then around Wednesday, it has it getting sucked up and then moving north, and then moving north. And eventually, GFS probably has it going kind of towards this area. Let's actually look at where it has it going. So the GFS has this. This is the previous run. The previous run of the GFS didn't actually have it making landfall in Florida. Had it kind of getting sucked up into the front and dying out. So I'll have to see this. That could definitely be wrong. We could easily see this thing make landfall in Florida. So yeah, we will have to see. All right. So yeah, now it's the GFS. Now let's talk about the severe weather because we have a chance of severe weather, which is actually kind of exciting. Not exciting, but it's kind of good to see some severe weather finally. Or not really severe weather, but thunderstorms. Right, today we don't really have a chance for thunderstorms. Right now we just have a complex of thunderstorms in northern Nebraska, in that area. Not really severe, but we do have a slight risk in Florida, though, today. We have a slight risk in southern Florida, Miami, Florida, Pembroke Pines, and Miami Beach are in that. And 3 million people are in that. Then for day 2, which is tomorrow, we have another front coming out. This is kind of off of our winter storm and the low pressure that is popping out of the southern plains, which is going to be our next little winter storm, which we're going to be talking about in this video, which could bring some snow to those areas. But we do have a marginal risk for that in areas of Oklahoma, Kansas, and western Missouri. So yeah, we're going to be talking about that also. And then for day 3, this day actually looks pretty interesting, day 3. And we have a marginal from Oklahoma through Arkansas up to western Illinois and southeastern Iowa. Now let's look at, we're going to be looking at the NAM 3 right now, what the NAM 3 is thinking is going to actually happen. So we're going to look at day 2 first. So at day 2, the NAM 3 is just showing a little complex of storms coming to the Oklahoma Panhandle, come together kind of after dark, and then affect areas like Wichita with maybe some damaging winds after dark in this area. And then, so yeah, it's really the only organized severe weather, and it could areas like Kansas City could see some weak thunderstorms with damaging winds. Is about it though. Tomorrow, let's look at Cape. This is probably going to be pretty limited. Actually, no, we actually have almost 1,000 ml Cape in some areas. So that's pretty good. And UD helicity swaths. Let's look at where the best helicity is. We have the best helicity in kind of northwestern Oklahoma, kind of by the Panhandle into southern Kansas with the best UD helicity swaths. Now, the data actually really interests me is day 3, and that is in the Midwest. So we're going to go over there. But first, we're going to look at what we actually have setting up. So we have we're going to have our second winter storm, and then Tuesday, which is day 3. Actually, tomorrow will be day 2 in tomorrow's video, but today it's day 3. We're going to be seeing that if it brings some snowfall into areas like to the north of Omaha, maybe Des Moines, and to the south of Minneapolis, and even some heavy snowfall potentially in the Wisconsin. And we can even see some purple showing up right there. Let's actually click that and see what kind of sound we get. 29 degrees. It's not that's a contaminated sound, so it's not like that. Yeah, so we're going to be seeing our potential for severe weather Tuesday. We can see a pretty strong line going on to Arkansas. Now we'll have to see. We've been watching this for a while. I've been talking about this for a while, about our potential for severe weather with this second winter storm, and it's still here. We actually have a marginal risk, and we're going to have to see, though. This could go slow. Let's look at some of the ingredients, though. So first of all, let's look at mixed layer Cape. So mixed layer Cape Tuesday, not very good at all. We only have about, the highest Cape is in kind of eastern Missouri and down into Arkansas. We do have Cape, though, of almost 500, making it all the way up in Wisconsin, and we do have some good shear up there. Let's look at the 500 millibar height wind now, see what our jet stream is doing. Oh, yes, we have a large, it's actually really good. We have a nice trough coming in, and a lot of divergence in this area. So this is probably going to bring severe weather to this area, and so yeah, we're going to be looking at that. That looks pretty good. We actually have we have 111, which is yellow, which I don't see a whole lot in pivotal weather. That's good. 112 knots and 500 millibar wind. That's good for sure. Now let's look at the. I'm not going to look at picture. Let's look at helicity. So with helicity, you can see we actually have a lot in Wisconsin, not a whole lot in Arkansas, though. We have some, around 300 to 400, but we have almost 800 and 900 in Wisconsin, which is going to be where we have our triple point setting up. We're going to have our triple point likely setting up. All right, okay. Just downloaded that by accident, but yeah, we're going to have our triple point setting up kind of in this area. And then we'll have we're going to have our triple point setting up right around here. So this could be the best area for tornado potential, but we'll have to see, though. I think that SBC tomorrow will likely shift the marginal further north if this keeps up. But any slight changes in amounts of Cape or where the low happens could just completely wipe out this severe threat for Wisconsin and Illinois. So yeah, we're going to have to see about that. Well, now let's look at the forecasted reflectivity with that. So the NAM-NEST shows a really potent line of storms going all the way from southern Wisconsin up to areas like Madison and going all the way down to maybe some storms in Arkansas, but strong down to St. Louis. And so yeah, we could be seeing some damaging winds with this, and maybe a tornado or two. We'll have to see that. We're going to look more at the tornado threat in tomorrow's video. But yeah, now, so let's look at these snowfall totals, though, with this, our second winter storm. So the NAM model it's going a little bit more. It's going not as high with the snowfall levels. We only have about 1 to 3 if you're lucky. If you're lucky, 3 inches. Areas in Nebraska, northern Iowa, and Wisconsin, maybe up to half a foot if you get stuck under or under a strong snow band. But yeah, that'll wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be back tomorrow. But yes, bye.